welcome to the next installment of our series, UAC Spotlight, brought to you by Up and Coming Theater Company. Each month, we will be talking with UAC alumni about their experiences with UAC and also having some fun.
Woo woo! And today we are talking with the one and only Leah Davis. Welcome, Leah!
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh, thank you.
We are excited to have you. So, Leah, why don't you start us off with your experience with UAC? What shows have you done?
So I joined the UAC fam at the ripe young age of 15 going on 16 when UAC did a fabulous production of Hairspray. It was my first musical ever. I did, I think, Aladdin Jr. in the 7th grade in my middle school, but other than that, it was my first big kid musical. So from there, I did Hairspray, I did Footloose, took a year off to go to college and get moved into the dorms, things like that, and came back for Jesus Christ Superstar. And then the following summer did Hair, and then closed out my UAC career with American Idiot 5 years ago now.
How did you get started in theater generally?
I always took dance as a kid. I think I started dancing when I was 3 years old. And that was something that was great. And I also enjoyed singing. So I had a friend in high school. She was a year older than I was. So she was like, I'm going to go try out for or audition for this musical. And I knew of theater. Obviously, I'd seen shows growing up and always loved them, but I never knew that was something I could or should be a part of because my life had always been dance and cheerleading and stuff. And so I was really apprehensive. I was like, I'm not going to make it. They're not going to like me. I don't really know how to act. And she was like, just get in the car and let's go. And here we are all these years later, still doing that and definitely not doing cheers. So that's how that became what it is.
What are a few things that stood out to you in your experiences with UAC and really kept you coming back?
Oh my gosh. Well, of course, first and foremost, the love for theater. I feel like a lot of the productions that UAC has put on, both that I've been in and both that I've gotten to see my friends in, they're always just really well done. At the end of the day, it is a professional level type community theater. Secondly, too, I started when I was 15, like I said, and with Hairspray, the greater portion of the cast were adults and young adults, and they didn't treat me like one of the annoying little kids in the cast. It was always a very collaborative and warm and welcoming place, and now they're still some of my very best friends 10 years later. So I think something that really attracted me to come back every year was the friends I had made, but how easy it was to make them even as young as I was.
I always enjoyed when Bob was one of our videographers because we ended up with some amazing behind the scenes and blooper reels. What was your biggest flub on a UAC show, if you can think of one? Or what was one of your favorite bloopers that happened in a UAC show?
Okay, I'll give you one that I was involved in, but it wasn't my blooper per se.
Cool.
So it was during Footloose. It was during Holding Out for a Hero. And poor Linda Andrews, we had the two girls. We had Ariel's clique and we had Rusty's clique. And Linda was up on this step behind me, and our group had to turn and look at Ariel when she's saying, and when we turned back for Rusty, Linda was supposed to be on her step singing, and she did this a little too hard, and she fell off the stair grabbed onto my leg, and I just looked down at her, not knowing in that moment. I was like, I have to do one of three things right now. I have to turn around and break and help her up. Aww. I have to kind of just stay where I am and hope she makes it, or I need to hop up on this step and sing her line if she's down. And you could see it because Bob, God bless him, did it in slow motion right after he did it in full speed, and I go. So Linda, she made it up to sing because she's a professional.
She sure did.
But yeah, that one forever will kill me. Gotta fill out a waiver. No, she made it. She's fine. No injuries were made during Footloose, I think.
In honor of your time in UAC's American Idiot, a very famous UAC production, we're going to play a game called Are You an American Idiot?
What?
I mean, yeah, probably. No. Okay.
So we will read you a statement, and you will need to guess if it applies to the album American Idiot, originally released by Green Day, the musical, both, or neither. So you have 4 options. The album, the musical, both, or neither.
Okay.
Okay.
Nervous. Ooh.
Here's got it. This first came out in 2004. Was it the album, the musical, both, or neither?
It was the album.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
This contains the song Last Night on Earth.
I assume it's both.
Ooh, so it's only the musical. The song only appeared on the album 21st Century Breakdown.
Well, that was wrong. Next question.
This won a Grammy Award.
Oh. So, like, in my heart, it's both? Is that correct?
Yeah, follow your heart, babe.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the album won Best Rock Album in 2005 because it was a revelation.
Yes.
And the musical won Best Show Album in 2011 because it's an amazing album.
Yeah.
And great. I love that so much. Go me. Okay.
This won a Tony Award.
Well, I think that's neither. Is that neither?
So actually our musical got a little bit of redemption. It won Best Scenic Design and Best Lighting Design.
Oh.
This had a documentary made about its creation.
I'm gonna say the musical, just the musical. Because I think that documentary, though it like talked about the album, it was more focused on the creation of the production, right?
So it was both. So there was an American Idiot Broadway musical documentary called Broadway Idiot in 2013. But there was also a documentary called Heart Like a Hand Grenade that came out in 2015.
So it
was
came
all
out
about the
after the
album.
musical, so I'm sure there was some like blending.
That's cool though. But I didn't know that, but that's another thing to watch because gosh knows I'm running out of them.
So Leah, thank you so much for joining us today. We really enjoyed having you here. Stay tuned for next month's UAC Spotlight when we're going to be joining another alum. Bye, everybody.
Bye.